Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the United Personality of the Best Hair, and welcome back to Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. And we just got off the train, heading to a mountain. It's like all we've been doing is heading to the mountain. It took 20 minutes. This game really does kind of make the whole travel time to get to all these dating destinations feel significant. So we still haven't quite reached the mountain, but we got the car, we got on the train, and now we got a rental car. And Yunji is going to drive us. So let's see how this works out. The rest of the train ride went without issue. When we got to Hyesan Station, we grabbed our bags and picked up our rental car. At least, I think it's a car in the least representative form of the word. Young called it a Laika Lada. I call it a Soviet rolling death trap. Think of a rusty old Yugo from the late 1970s, and you've pretty much got the picture. It's a good thing America rejected this piece of perestroika, or the Soviets would have defeated us via car accidents. The minor issue being I'm crammed in the backseat with Young, though it does oddly resemble the same backseat of the car we've been riding around all week. My God! It's like someone could really save a lot on art by just using the same picture. It's one of those one-size-fits-all Korea communist things. Either way, I'm squished up closer to Young than when we were overfilling one of the LMTVs with 18 or more grunts on a trip down I-95. She smells a lot better than 17 other sweaty guys. She's also more comfortable to be pressed against, too. I'm a man and she's soft. Stop judging me. This is my safe space. Okay, so that's not really a complaint. The real complaint is that Yunji's driving was overhyped. And considering we've established Yunji wasn't a good driver earlier, this means her driving is even worse than I could have ever imagined. Well, whichever deity's in charge up there, I'm asking you to deliver me from this threat onto my person. I'm not picky about which one of you answers. You're a little baby with your whining! I will have you know I missed that last pothole! On purpose. Let's go with that if it makes you feel better and shuts you up! I'm gonna die in North Korea in the least politically charged way possible. Death by communist wagon falling off the side of a mountain trail. If you don't shut up, your death will be caused by me strangling you! Ordinarily, I would say something nice to placate this situation, but I'm afraid I'm in agreement with Decker on this. Have you gotten worse since I've last gone out with you driving? I hope this model has child locks so I can bail out and leave you to plunging to your deaths. Child locks? I doubt this Cold War piece of junk even has anti-lock brakes, let alone child locks. Thud. Okay, so you hit that big-ass crater on purpose, admit it. I admit there was a big-ass crater, and I hit it. My head would be hurting more, but it was stopped by the fun bag system installed near my head in the back seat. Maybe this isn't so bad after all. You could try to make the light a little more cozy, sister. You'll make comfy, right? Because you two look cozy enough. It's our fault that the rental car's backseat is barely big enough to fit a couple of underfed Eastern Bloc children, let alone two fully grown adults. I am thankful you bathed and put on perfume. It smells nice. Cologne. Guys put on cologne. Wham! Did you just run over a deer carcass or something? She better not have. If it was fresh enough, we could have cooked it over a fire pit. Good joke. It wasn't a deer carcass, just an overgrown root. Also, if you don't like heights, then please don't look out that window right now. Not falling for that one again, telling you not to look out of a window, so I'll look at the fur. Holy shit, how are you managing to drive this close to the edge? Tell it, and stop screaming, I told you not to look. Tell it my ass, you're really an ancient Korean deity who has answered my humble prayers, right? I have been compared to a goddess before, however, I don't think I have any actual powers. My guess is we're just really lucky and she hasn't killed us yet. Wait till back your little sister up! How much further do I have to endure this torture? Not too much further. Once we find the appropriate lot to park in, we can take a short hike up the hostel. We have to hike there. It's not a long hike. Decker, learn to read! It's not a long hike. I'd say we can take a cable car up there, but it's never really in operation.
Hiking won't be so bad. At least I can avoid obvious walking hazards, like Yunji when she drives. Thud! I only hope I remember who I am after the multiple concussions I'm likely racking up back here into your rack.
Tara, you want in? Come on, Billy Cat. There you are. That's my girl cat. That's my girl cat right there. Tara, everyone wants to see you. They heard you. You're running away. God damn it. Everyone wanted to see you, girl cat. Oh well. Don't worry, if you forget, we'll brainwash you into being unanswered. I will never make fun of New York drivers again after that experience. Or man service. What the fuck is Yunji talking about? Once we got to the parking lot, we had to hike a curved mountain path up to the summit. Took roughly 40 minutes or so. Once there, Young and Yunji led me down a much less used path to a quaint hotel. Hotel. Okay, now it's hotel, not hostel. Right on. Near to what appeared to be a small natural hot spring that broke off from the crater lake. It's about mid-afternoon when we finally arrive. I must say, the place certainly does look cozy. At the very least, maybe rustic would be a good term for it. The hot spring is outside. It's pretty warm, which is good considering it's pretty damn cold up here. Guess the girls weren't kidding when they said it was chilly here year-round. There's also a distinct lack of partition built in the hot spring. It is only one spring, and it's not segregated by gender.
Is it normal for men and women to share a bath in the hot spring here?
Are you complaining to have to share the bath with us? That does not seem very... That doesn't not seem very, as you might say, macho.
That's macho, and I'm not complaining, merely observing the fact that there's only one spring and it's not partitioned off by gender.
I was merely teasing you. The truth is the hostel was built in compliance for a women's summit that was to be held. Something about discussing women's rights violations around the world. We built this in hopes of securing the bid to host it. We lost that bid, but the hotel remains. It's not a very well-known place, even here in Korea.
So who won the bill to host the conference, then?
Does it matter now? We didn't get the bid, but we have a vacation spot. End of story.
Japan won the bid, didn't they?
Kazuo Nippon! Perceptive as usual, Decker, but we're here to have fun, not dwell on injustices of the past. I will go check us in. Please wait for just a minute.
I wonder what we should do first while we're here. Would you perhaps like to get naked? Right now.
I think I'd like to relax and leave the hiking until tomorrow morning.
Nice relaxing dip in the hot spring and then maybe some spirits inside the hotel.
Why you mention spirits when we're supposed to be relaxing?
Why wouldn't I? Kicking back in a musty hotel and sharing spirits with you and young. Doesn't it sound grand?
Not at all! Not at all! I hate spirits!
Oh, well, you just had to say so. You don't have to join us.
Ah! Get away from me, spirits! It appears Young has snuck on Yunji and frightened her something fierce. I'm sorry, Yunji. I could not resist. You see, Yunji has always been frightened of ghosts, even to this day.
Ghosts? Who said anything? I get it. Yunji, do you think I was talking about ghosts when I said to go have some spirits?
Well, what else could I have been talking about?
Spirits is another word for booze, alcoholic beverages, fire water, liquor, the knock you on your shit stuff.
Then why did you just say go get some drinks instead of scaring me with talk of spirits?
I really should have listened to my Korean teacher when she said use simple language.
We checked in. There are a couple of other guests, but not too many. I ran into one while getting the keys. She had on a rather nice suit, like she was a detective or maybe a traveling salesperson. She was very nice and said she hoped to see me later.
She's experienced interest in soaking in the hot springs.
Okay, I'm just fucking confused as to what the hell the last 5 sentences were. I didn't just zone out there for a minute, right? I mean, that was worded weirdly, wasn't it? Good idea. Let's do that and then take on the entertainment. And then onto the entertainment in a lounge. Here are the keys, one for each of us. Let's go to our room.
I follow her inside the hotel and she opens the door to our room! I'm a little less than enthusiastic as we pass for a hotel room at this end.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks exactly like my bedroom back at your place.
It's not that surprising. This place was built by military labor, as was our building in the base. They probably recycled the floor plans and renovated them for this hotel.
Couldn't they just requested something different for the decor, though?
Considering the budget for the backgrounds of buildings such as this, probably not. And anyway, at least the bed is enough for 2 people, so only one of us has to be on the floor. Magic. Knocking things around. I don't know what I'm doing. Help!
Can we at least get extra blankets so I can pad the floor a little? I'm pretty sure that's concrete under that thin layer of carpet.
And here I was going to graciously let you have the bed with Yunji. You can't be serious! Share this bed with a guy in your own... with you in the room? So you're saying if I'm not in the room, you'd be okay to share the bed with him then? I think I saved some of my bonus pay from last month.
That's not it at all! Relax, Yunji. I'm relatively sure she's just teasing us. I'll be sleeping on the floor.
You were supposed to play along with a joke, though. But yes, I'm teasing. They sent an extra pillow and blankets while we relax. Let's settle in and get to the hot spring.
Okay, it's a simple matter of settling in for me here. Still, should I go ahead of them to the spring and wait for them, or should I let them go ahead and catch up?
First,
I'm gonna go on ahead, check it out. I'm gonna go on ahead, check out the hot spring. Meet you both there.
Going to warm up the hot spring for us then?
I'm sure the spring is already hot. I mean, it is the name, after all.
It has an ulterior motive. I know it.
My ulterior motive is to relax in the hot spring. I'm not hurry up and wait for my vacation to start. I head on out and go to the spring despite Yunji's protests. Once there, I step into the changing station and strip down and wrap a towel around myself. Once I'm at the spring, I take it off. Stepping into the spring, I relax back and soak in the warmth mixed with the cool air outside. It makes for a pleasant experience. About 10 minutes later, the girls step out, adjourned in just their bathing suits.
Looks like Decker's already nice and relaxed. Oh, and is that your towel over there?
Well, it's a bath, right? I wasn't going to wear my towel in it.
And, you normally don't even wear bathing suits. So, also, Yunji, that suit is not doing anything to flatter you. Just pointing that out there. It's a terrible choice.
Actually, why are you two in your swimsuits?
Are you saying you're naked in the spring?
Uh-oh!
Yes? I went to a public bath. I bathed naked. It's what you do! Wasn't mixed bathing, but it's what you do!
It's that I was supposed to be in here.
Does the word modesty mean anything to you? You're supposed to be wearing a swimsuit. Come to think of it, he hasn't had a swimsuit this entire trip.
Yeah, I was wearing my silkies whenever I needed to go for a dip.
Why would you think you'll need to be naked?
I thought that was a custom in places for public baths, especially in East Asia. I mean, I've seen it in Japan.
I dare. Not that I mind the view. In fact, it's rather bold, but I think you might be too much for Yunji to handle right now.
Too much for Yunji to handle.
She's averting her eyes. Poorly, I might add. I was not looking, stupid! Hentai!
I made her angry enough to shout in Japanese. That probably merits an award.
Yes. No! Just don't look down, Yunji. I should say the same to you. But I'm not the one scared of naked Decker.
I'm not scared, okay?
With that, the two finally join in the spring. Honestly, Yunji, it's really not that big of a deal. You're both conspiring against me! Here we are, kicking back and soaking in the mineral springs as I vigorously fap. Good thing the spring is naturally heated because the air is pretty crisp around us. Nobody's really saying very much as we soak. Guess it's too relaxing to bother with conversation. We'll just be nude. Or at least I'll be nude. Haha. You know, it's nice and peaceful. That is, until I hear footsteps approaching the spring. Great! You need a voice now. Thanks, bitch! Great! Great. Question mark me. Okay. She pretty sharply dressed, business attire. Young-ish. Like, she's probably supposed to be in her mid-20s to early 30s. Hard to tell in drawings. Especially of this style. That could be like a 50-year-old if her hair just had like some gray, like, strands. But then when she hit 60, suddenly she's like shrunk half her size and all wrinkles and puffiness. It's weird, but what is your voice? Shit. You have a voice. Okay. I got it. Well, isn't this just a splendid sight to behold? Looks like I lucked out and picked a date with some eye candy love hanging around. Turning around, I notice a young female Asian with a southern accent has joined us in the spring. I say at because she isn't exactly in the proper state to dress to join us in the spring. She's dressed in this gray suit that looks more appropriate for a boardroom than for a hot spring. She also got a clear bottle that likely contains something alcoholic. I'm afraid I do not understand. What do I mean by saying there is eye candy here? And one of them is so innocent, too. Finally, the gods of fortune shine upon me. What is she babbling on about?
The term eye candy is slang for telling someone they're good-looking, beautiful, or handsome.
Oh, the lol. Oh, the lowly is actually a guy. That's disappointing.
Well, that's fairly rude. I'm lean. I mean, fighting machine, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Go to the other end of the spring. I'm on the hunt for these two. On the hunt for the... Oh, you mean Yunji and myself? One with a nice gaze and finally speaks. Truly, your cups overflow, don't they? But I'm not drinking anything at the moment, so no.
I don't think she was talking about beverages, young.
Then what was she talking about?
Well, it's more about, how your swimsuit fits.
What's there to say? I get mine properly sized, so they fit right. Two innocents. This is going to be a weekend to remember.
You realize I'm sitting here and I know exactly what you're saying, right?
Oh, you're still here, lowly boy. Be a dear and fetch me some more soju. They didn't give me a proper amount with this bottle. Hey, he's not your errand boy. He's here on vacation with us. Go get your own soju. Yunji stood up for me. I'm so happy. She does care about my feelings. If anything, he's our errand boy and should be fetching me soju. And the happy feeling is gone. Fast little thing, aren't you? Don't worry, I'll figure out something for him to do to keep him occupied. You won't miss him. My apologies, I'm afraid we don't know you, and our friend here is very important to us. I'd appreciate if you treat him with some respect. If that's what it takes to untwist your knickers, metaphorically, I am physically, I suppose I can at least acknowledge his existence is somewhat better. When you fetch my soju, you can get some for yourself, too.
Hey, thanks. Wait, I'm not fetching you your damn soju.
It's getting a little too hot in the wrong way here. But I'll see you two cuties later. Make sure he's not with you if you actually want to have a good time.
Well, that was weird.
Did you know her from somewhere? She seemed to take an instant dislike to you. Oh, that's not so unbelievable.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Yunji. No, I've never seen her before in my life. She certainly took a liking to you too, though.
Well, let's just relax a bit more and then head inside to the entertainment room.
We all nod and relax a bit more. After a while, the girls get up and get ready to check out the entertainment area. That's a euphemism for the crotch. After a suitable amount of time, I get out and head back to get changed. They have robes furnished for us to wear in the closet, however. There's a slight problem. They're all pastel colors! Guess when they built this place to win that woman's conference bid, they went all out and even got girly robes. Expected to wear one too. Great! Only two in here that will fit me. Green, sky blue. Okay. So this is gonna please the green one. Young likes the green, the blue, Youngie. So I'm still going hardcore Young here. Young. I don't think I can get myself into something that light of a blue. Green one it is. I've been told the light green color brings out my eyes anyway. Donning the robe, I head to the entertainment area. Knew it! Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. It's been a while. It's going on. I know it's still kind of stretched. This is a sort of cutoff point. I probably should have just cut it off at the choice, but I got shit to do-ish stuff, maybe. Yay! Kind of. I don't know. Just yay. Until next time.